Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is WatchArtSci, the art and science of watch collection. Today we're having another opening, and this will be a fairly brief opening because I got too excited and opened it beforehand. But we'll have a little opening. And the watch that I got is really something. It has won more grand prizes from the Grand Prix de Horologie de Genève of the what's called the Aiguille d'Or, which is the highest one you can win, than any other watch company. It's won 3. Patek Philippe has won 2, and Vacheron Constantin has also won 2. But this company has won 3, and the particular watch that I got won the 2005 Grand Prix men's watch. So it's I'm sort of going what I consider is beyond my Grail. I'm going beyond the pale too, perhaps. Anyhow, I hope you enjoy it. Let's take a look. Well, this is going to be a pretty short unboxing. I was when I got it, I just opened it up right away, and so let's take a look, and I'll open it here, and we'll pull this out. This is the travel case that comes for this particular watch, and we'll have a look at it. Here it is. This is my F.P. Journe chronometer souverain. It's made out of platinum, and it has, in the back you can see the movement, and of course it's in-house. It has double barrels and a whole lot of other things we'll be talking about in a bit. I got my little loop. This is have a little get my loop out here, and I have my little F.P. Journe loop for it so I can look at it. Even the buckle is made of platinum, so it's a neat watch. And right now prices are such that this was used. It didn't come with a box, it came with the papers, but I did get the the F.P. Journe travel case for it. And sort of an interesting thing about this, rather than a box where it's wrapped around a pillow, this one keeps it flat. I had my own boxy travel case where you fold these over, but they like it out like this. So now one of the things that I had done is that I had these new straps put on, and I had a new set of straps because when I got the watch, I went to the F.P. Journe store in New York City, and then I had the watch came with these black alligator strap, brand new straps. They were fantastic, and I wanted to. This is their leather on both sides. Now this is a dark blue one, and so and I have a black and a dark blue. It's a navy blue. Goes well with the silver color, just like on my Zenith, where I had discovered black. Now notice here you have these special spring bars that F.P. Journe has built into the straps, and notice there's a bow in it. They're not straight bars, and they go very deep in there. Anyway, I made a video of how these came off, and so you can take a look at that next. Okay, go ahead. if you break a nail, I'll get blamed.
No. You just gotta make sure that it gets in there. That's the only thing.
Oh, spring bars are always a hassle.
Yeah.
It's just something that feels a little bit more solid on your wrist, and then he does double-sided, just because
Now the hard part's going to be the buckle, right?
Actually, if you have the tools, you need a...
I got the tools.
Oh, you do? Okay, perfect. So spring bars, when
I
you
think
push
I
it
do.
in...
It's just a regular spring bar.
Yeah. It's really easy. And pull it out. Take it apart. Actually, I'm going to quickly take this off because it'll be easier off the watch so I can show you. So I like to stretch the loop in there so we can make sure the bar goes through well.
I'm looking for something around 15 grand, 20 grand. So we started in 2025. 25? We don't have it in stock at the moment.
And this to help us.
So it's, I can show you a shirt. Start at 25.
Then you have this tool.
Yep.
Sorry. It's always good to twist it to make sure it's really in there. And that's it.
We can do that without any tools, though, can't you?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's my new watch, and one of the reasons that I couldn't spend very much on my GMT. So let's take a look at this. It's the first watch that I've ever had that's been made of platinum, or has a platinum case. The platinum case goes all the way around it, and then the movement in the back is made of solid gold. Well, at least the plates and the bridges are all solid gold. When asked why he did that, F.P. Zern said, well, people spend a lot of money on my watch, so I might as well give them something really nice, which was a great idea. He's a true artist. There's no two ways about that. They only make 170 of this model a year. Their entire output for a year is, I think, 800 watches, most of which are pre-sold before they even get out the door. So it's a wonderful watch, and it's done. It's like getting a Picasso in painting, and yes, the Picasso is just the guy drawing pictures, and F.P. Zern is just the guy making watches. But geez, the watches they make are really, really very beautiful. Okay, let's take a look at the face. It's a fairly standard face. I mean, for a simple watch, you have the hours and minutes in the big and the small hand. You have the power reserve indicator right here, and that tells you how long it's been since you last wound it, not how much you have. It doesn't go down to zero. It starts at zero, and then it goes up to 54 hours or whatever it is. And then you have the seconds in a subdial right down here. Often these are called small seconds. So, and it's very clear, easy to read. It has a number of interesting features. For example, notice that the 7 and the 8 are smaller than the other numbers, and that the numbers all face inwards. So the 6 at the bottom looks something like a 9. I suppose you've got to be careful about that, especially after a couple of glasses of wine. Okay. The details are one of the things that really to me makes a watch. If you look at the Jaeger-LeCoultre and you look at the little circular around these small seconds, they're all done with such precision and beauty. The same is true with the power reserve indicator. You have a really, really nice looking face on the watch. When you wear it, I think you can wear it. You could wear it with a fairly informal. You can wear it with blue jeans if you want. I wouldn't go out and start digging holes or mending fences with it, but it's a very versatile watch. One of the interesting things about platinum, I found out, I thought it's scratched. I read somewhere it's scratched. Well, I don't think they were quite right. In fact, one of the interesting things about platinum, it's about 30 times rarer than gold, which is another thing I didn't know. But if you do scratch it, any metal will scratch. What happens is that it doesn't lose any of its content. You can polish this thing until the cows come home on this watch, and it's not going to lose anything. And so you can, keeping a watch and looking like it's brand new isn't very difficult. And like I said, when I got this, I thought it was brand new. They had put a brand new strap on it for me, and it looked brand new. If we look at the back, we can look at the movement. The movement has double barrels, and the double barrel movement is to keep a constant force on the spring. One barrel is unwinding it, and the other is winding another thing so that they'll be even. If you've ever had a toy and you wind up the toy, it runs around, and then when the spring runs out of power, it slows down, and so the same thing happens with watches. And so they have to. One of the big challenges in watches is keeping a constant power, and this is how it's done at the very best horology. The Harbring 2, my Harbring 2 Felix, only does it with a single barrel, but it's very accurate and very precise. But this one adds a bit more to that precision. It's a kind of watch that is, I think, defines high horology, because the person who makes it isn't trying to. Everything is not based on marketing. It's based on two things. I think high horology and artistry. And the watch snob said about him that if he weren't the watch snob, this guy would be. It doesn't say Swiss made on it because he decided he didn't have to. But on the other hand, he's the only, I think, major watchmaker, if not the only watchmaker, whose entire production is right in the middle of Geneva, Switzerland. Most of the others are out in the valleys around Geneva, but his is right in the middle of town. And some of the newer ones right down here, he had put in Geneva made, not Swiss made, because he doesn't. I don't know why. That's just the way he is. Also, chronometer. You're not supposed to put that on your watch unless it's COSC verified. Well, he didn't care. He put it on anyway and didn't get it COSC verified because he figured he didn't have to. Well, at some point in time, they did check it to see if it was COSC verified, and of course it was. It met all of those standards, but FP Jour didn't care. He just went out and said, well, who are they to tell me? It just it's sort of that funny attitude that he has toward it, and why, with a production of only 8,000 a year, and like I said, only 170 of this model, they're all sold out before they even leave the factory. So anyway, this is right now my pride and joy, and this is definitely a watch that I'm going to have forever and really enjoy it and enjoy the horology at its very best. Okay, that's all for today. This is Bill Sanders, and I'd love to hear your comments. what you have to say. What do you think? Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, it's also an invitation to subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you next week. And also, too, between now and next Friday, we're going to have another review of another collection. So, see you then.